Namaste children. Today you are going to see about chapter 4, simple equation. You all know what is a variable, constant, expression, terms, which you have learnt in your earlier chapter, that is algebraic expressions. So now we are going to see about simple equations. So you all don't know what is an equation, but you must have learnt in your 6th standard. I don't think so you will be remembering what is an equation right now. So let me brief out what is an equation. Before going into the chapter, let us play a small game. Since you people are not around with me, I am going to play this game along with my daughter. So I am going to ask her to think of a number. Ready, ma? Have you thought of a number?
Yes.
Okay. Now multiply the number into 3.
Yes, done.
And add 7 to it.
Okay.
Tell me the result now.
22.
22. Now, children, she gave me the result as 22. But shall I tell what was the number she has thought in her mind? The number she has thought in her mind was 5. What was the number she had thought in her mind? It is 5. Now, how to find the number what she had thought? Now, what did I say in this first sense? I asked her to think of a number. That number is not known to me. So, normally when you, in algebra, when you don't know what the other thing, what is the unknown quantity, we assume it to be a variable. I told you in the previous session itself, the variable can take any form right from A to Z. So, I told her to think of a number. That number is not known to me. So, I will take the number to be X. Okay, now I asked her to multiply the number into 3. So, I don't know the number, so X, that into 3. And I asked her again to add it with 7. So, she gave me the result to be 22. Okay, now X into 3 plus 7 is equal to 22. So, you can write it in other words as 3x plus 7 is equal to 22. 22. Okay, so what is 3x plus 7? It is an expression. So, this expression is equated on the other side either to a constant or to an expression. It becomes a simple equation. What is an equation? When an expression is either equated to a constant or to another expression, it becomes a equation. That's what we call it as simple equation. I will tell you how I found out the number. That is not a concept now. You understood what is an equation. Now, an equation has got 2 parts. Always an equation will have a equal to sign. As I said, the expression will be equated either to a constant or to other expression. So, this equal to sign is very much needed for a equation. So, we call this as equality sign. Okay, now we call this side 3x plus 7 as LHS. LHS is nothing but left hand side. What is LHS? Left hand side. And after the equal to sign, that's a constant. We call this side to be as RHS, which is right hand side. LHS, RHS and equality sign. So, what is an equation? An equation is a statement of equality between two mathematical expression or constant with the equal to sign. When you have an equal to sign between two expressions or an expression or the constant, That becomes an equation. Clear, children, what is an equation? Now, we will see some more examples of equation and how to frame equations. Plus 4. This is nothing but an expression. X is a term, 4 is a term. They are connected using a addition sign. So this becomes an expression. This expression is equated to a constant. So when I have an equal to sign, it becomes an equation. So what does the equal sign represent? The equality sign shows the value of the expression to the left of the sign is equal to the value of the expression or the constant on your right hand side. So as I said, you can divide it into two parts. That is x plus 4 is on LHS and 6 is on RHS. Again, LHS is nothing but left hand side and RHS is nothing but right hand side. So an equation is a statement of equality between two mathematical expressions. Other examples, I have equated here to a constant. You must be wondering, you are telling mathematical expressions equated to a mathematical expressions. Where is the other expression? This way also it is possible. 2 into within brackets x plus 5 is equal to 4x plus 3. So, a expression is equated to another expression. Children, don't worry how to solve the. I gave you the question in the game in this initial stage. That will I'll tell you how to solve it in the later. So, this is also an equation. An equation, there is always a equality sign. You should always have an equal sign. Then only it becomes a equation. Now, how to frame equations? How do we frame equations? So, there is a condition given. A number when added to 63 makes 100. So, you are adding a number to 63 which is giving you the result 100. But I don't know the number. Here the unknown quantity is to be taken as x. So what happens? A number which is not known. So we are taking the number to be x. So next x. What is the next thing you have to do? Add it to 63. So I will add that number which is not known. We have taken it as x plus 63 which is giving an answer of 100. So equal to 100. So this way only we are supposed to frame the equation. Another example. A number is multiplied by 3 and 7 is taken away from the product to get 17. Find the number. So what you are doing? You are multiplying a number with 3 and you are taking off 7 from the number which you have multiplied. So again I don't know the number. So I will consider the number which is not known to be an unknown quantity. So that I am going to have it as x. What I am doing with that number? I am multiplying. So 3 into x which will give me 3x. Children, understand clearly. You can, if you multiply, you can write it together. X into 3 or 3 into x is 3x. But x plus 3 is not 3x. Clear? Only when you multiply, you can write it as 3x, 4x or 5x. When you are going to add, it is going to remain the same. So, number multiplied by 3 is 3x. And what are you doing in the next? You are taking off 7 from the product. What is the product? 3x is your product. You are taking off 7. So, 3x minus 7 is my expression. And what is the result you are getting? You are getting the result to be 17. So, my equation is 3x minus 7 is equal to 17. Now we saw how to frame equations. So if you keep on framing equation, what is the use? You must be wondering what is the unknown quantity? How will we find the value of x or y or z given in the question? So there are 3 ways how you can solve the equation. First type is trial and error method. This part you have studied in your 6th standard. Trial and error method. Trial and error method is just guessing. I told you to think of a number, add this and multiply that, and she gave me the result. So just like fluke, sometimes we do. The number you thought was 4. We say no. So that is just a guess. So try something, just guess something. If it does not work, guess it again. It is characterized by repeated, varied attempts until success. So you have to keep trying till you get your answer in the RHS, that is right hand side. So here you are given an equation to be x plus 4 is equal to 7. So what will I do? I will keep trying. One number I will try. First number I will take it as 1. So 1 in the place of x I will substitute 1. So 1 plus 4 is equal to 7. 1 plus 4 is what? 5. So that is not equal to 7. So the value of x is not 1. Now I will go for the next number 2. So 2 plus 4 is equal to 7. So 6. 6 is not equal to 7. Next I will consider the number 3. So 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. So 7 is equal to 7. So what is the value for x? If I substitute, I will get 7. It is 3. So solution for x plus 4 is equal to 7 is x is equal to 3. This method is called as trial and error method. You keep trying until you get the LHS and RHS to be equal. This is the first method. Second method, balancing method. You must have seen your physical balance. When you go to a grocery shop or you go to a vegetable shop, the shopkeeper, he places the weight on one side and places the products on the other side. So what he does, if it is going to be half kg and the weight is not correct, he puts the weight and keep balancing until the weight, both the pans are equal. The same way you are going to follow it here also. What I am going to do is, I am going to add, subtract, multiply or divide both the sides by the same number to keep the equations undisturbed. That is, the value of the LHS to be equal to the value of RHS. Very clear, children. X plus 4 is equal to 7. I am taking the same equation. I should not change the value of the equation. But I can add or subtract accordingly so that I get the same thing. Now, x I cannot do with anything with the variable since I don't know the value. So I'll have the x as it is, plus 4. So I should find the value of x. As I said, I should not change the value of the expression. So what I'm going to do is, here you have plus 4. So what I'm going to do is, I am going to subtract 4 on both sides. That's why I have given in the definition, add, subtract, multiply or divide based on the question. So x plus 4 minus 4 is equal to 7 minus 4. If you have a negative sign, you will add. When you multiply, you will divide. When you divide, you will multiply. Now what happens? X is as it is. Plus 4 minus 4 becomes 0. So it gets cancelled. Is equal to 7 minus 4 is 3. So what is the value of x? X plus x is equal to 3. Now substitute and see 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. So 7 is equal to 7. So the value of RHS and value of LHS doesn't change at all. This is the second way of doing. Okay, the third method, transposing method. Transpose. Transpose means moving or changing. So when we transpose the number from one side to other, we change the sign. Okay, this is the thing you have to remember very carefully. You are just going to change the number from the left hand side to right hand side or right hand side to left hand side. When you do like that, the sign of the number gets changed. See, for example, you have plus sign in your LHS. So when it goes to the other side, it becomes minus 5. And if you have a negative sign number, when it goes to the RHS, it becomes plus 3. And multiplication, you will divide, and division, you will multiply. The same thing with the balancing method, but only thing, you are not going to add or subtract. I am going to straight away change the thing. So I am taking the same question. X plus 4 is equal to 7. Now x I don't know, I will have x as it is, equal to what? Please do not change the number which is on your RHS to the other side. Let it be like that. So have 7. After equal to, whatever number you have, place it in the same place. Do not move. 7. What happens here? You have plus. So as I told you, you will change the sign. So here it is plus 4. When it goes to the other side, it becomes minus 4. So x is equal to 7 minus 4, 3. Clear, children? I hope you would have understood all the 3 methods. So when I start with the exercise and I keep doing sums, you will get used to it. Thank you.